Hello, everyone, and welcome to the live trading wrap up for the 19th of June 2020. I'm going to try to keep these quick because I know you guys like those better. But essentially, what this particular trading style is, if you're new to the channel, there's a whole bunch of different trading styles that I do that are on here. This particular one was made for people who had some sort of day job or had some sort of reason that they couldn't check their positions on a day-to-day basis. So they wanted something that they could kind of build out and with minimal amount of management. So what I do is I use Trade Ideas Backtester to backtest a bunch of theories that I can build throughout the week and things that I think of, find what's working best in this particular market, then scan those by eye to kind of figure out from there what's kind of working best. Pick too long, too short, have them auto trade it for me using Trade Ideas again, and then close them out at the end of the week. I report the profits to you guys and rinse and repeat. So far so good. Again, if you want to try Trade Ideas, link is in the description below, as long as the discount code to save you some money. And full disclosure, that does help out the channel. So here we are on basically what we looked at happened this week. So these are different tiers depending on whether you trade it, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 500 shares. And you can see we made, it says 283 there, but it was actually 250 or so when I closed it. So that's what I put in the spreadsheet there. So again, no complaints with anything that's going on here. A couple little pullbacks in the equity curve, but really nothing that I'm super worried about. That's just the nature of trading. No one is right all the time, and our time will come where we'll get hit again for sure, and then we'll just continue to stay the course. So BJ, we triggered this week. First we go over the market, take a look what's going on there. A whole lot of nothing really with, Friday we had this big gap down and it reversed right up to it on Monday here. Then we had a little gap up and then just chopped sideways. So it feels like the market's just kind of digesting this data still. We've closed most of it and then we've gapped down. It just kind of feels like summer volatility. And unfortunately for day traders, summer volatility means a lot of gaps and then do nothing, and then gaps and then do nothing, where most of the return one way or the other is made in the after hours. This is one of the main reasons I focused a little harder on swing trading, just because, it's very frustrating when you get a gap in a doji and a gap in a doji and a gap in a doji in a day trading world. So again, until we get over kind of this area, this is still a bounce and a downtrend. However, it's been a big enough bounce and a sustained enough bounce that I really wouldn't expect a dramatic drop into new lows anytime soon. But of course, in trading, anything can happen. So this is why we look at both the long and the short side here. Taking a look at BJ, was a great trade. Essentially, we were just looking at this as a bull flag, and it popped up and then chopped around for a while, ended a little bit higher. And on cats, same kind of thing. We were looking at this declining wedge here that came right into support. It bounced up, it came back and tested it, and then we got a pretty decent run today, a little bit of pullback. Later today, what the rules say, open when Trade Ideas automatically opens it for you, which is fantastic that we have that capability, and then close it on Friday. So this week, looking at ESPR, essentially looking at this because of this wedge here. Now, this wedge could break down and continue on, in which case we'll get no trade, and that will be fine. If we end up coming back up to break this tail that we had here, I think we could continue higher. We've got a 34% short float, which is pretty substantial if things get going. And then we got TRHC here for another long play, another kind of descending wedge here after this big strong move up. If we push up, great, 32% short float. If we break down, then again, there'll be no trade. That's why I generally want the short-term momentum kind of on my side. For the short side, CCXI, essentially a break of this downtrend here and a bit of a rounding top here as well. And then ICPT, same type of move, but we've had this gap here, And essentially what this gap has done is every time we've run up into it, it's been rejected. So it feels like that there's some selling kind of going on in this area. So then I think if we kind of give way here, there'd be enough people coming in behind us to look for this drop to kind of continue into this area. So guys, that is what I'm looking at for this week. Again, links for mentoring, because I mentor traders, along with trade ideas, are in the description below. And on this channel, again, you'll see live day trading, live swing trading, and me training my fiance on how to trade as well, which is great if you're very, very new and you want that kind of content. I think that's a great series that's doing pretty well. So I will talk to you guys later.